Awesome. Okay, thanks so much, guys. My name's Kate Robinson. Just want to say thanks for tuning in. This is our Tuesday night Zoom event, which is pretty cool. We all get to connect virtually, which is, totally the done thing nowadays. We just shared before where everyone was from. We've got people on here from Wagga all the way up to Airlie Beach, which is really awesome, and pretty much everywhere in between. So it's really cool that we get to connect virtually, and we do this Zoom every week. It's called The Great Escape, and basically I started this event because I was working to escape the 9-to-5 grind, and I was working in that for 16 months. I worked with an online business that we're going to share with Juice Plus in a minute. So I've been with the Juice Plus company now for 18 months. I started in March last year, and I did that alongside my full-time job, which I worked in a corporate career. I was a business development manager for a travel company. So I was very busy, mum of two, and my husband worked away at the time. So I truly didn't believe I could do this business or have time. But I was super passionate about the products and the program, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So I couldn't deny how amazing the products in the program were for my health and my family's health, that I started to see something pretty special in the business as well. And once I took a closer look, and I just sort of, had the power to say, what if this could be my great escape? And I worked very part-time in like 15 to 30 minutes a day along a full-time job for 16 months, and I did. I quit my job in August this year, and I escaped from the 9-to-5 grind. I'm really proud to say that in the 16 months I built up, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, I built up my online business to replace my full-time income, and I'm now in a position where I earn more than my full-time income, my old full-time income, and I do it in very part-time hours. So my day now looks a little like get up. If I want to, I train in the morning, I take the kids to school, and then I might go and have a meeting. I might do some catch-ups. I might message a few customers and do what we call my DMO. Then I get my time for myself. Then I go pick the kids up, and then it's all about the kids until basically now, where I do a little bit more work. So really, I probably work a maximum of 2 to maybe 4 hours a day, if that. And that's what my day looks like. I get every weekend off. I get to travel with this business. And I'm truly passionate about, the opportunity to help other people do the same, but also the ability to help people with their health. There's, 2 rising crises in the world today, and that's health. There is an increase in disease, an increase in obesity, and we definitely have the power with our products and our program to battle some of these diseases, and definitely obesity, through our clean eating program, and just by incorporating more fruits and vegetables, which is the essence of what our products are about. So we can help with health, but we can also help with the rising issue of wealth. And I know there's a lot of other families out there, a lot of other people out there that are struggling to make ends meet, that are living week to week, and sometimes there's more week than there is money. And we don't ever really get to afford the luxuries that we really want, or the holidays that we truly need to recenter, to have downtime, and to enjoy life. So basically, that's why we're here tonight. This is The Great Escape. We're going to share with you how we do this business, but first, we're going to share what brought us all into the business, and that's our amazing products and program. So I'm going to hand over to the lovely Jess, all the way from Wagga, who's going to share with you about our amazing products and our program. So I'll find you, hon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, guys. My name's Jess. I was introduced to the Juice Plus products a little while before the business, and for me the products grabbed my interest because I was someone who was always busy and on the go. As a primary teacher and someone who worked at the gym, I was very conscious about what I ate and trying to eat the right foods, but I was chronically fatigued. I was so burnt out, and I just didn't have the energy to get through the day. without my afternoon nap, let alone, you know, actually getting to the gym, you know, living on pre-workout. And, you know, so I just couldn't keep up. And when a friend kind of told me that she, you know, got a little bit more energy, it got my interest. And I thought, maybe this could help me. Long story short, I basically had amazing improvements to my energy. The fact that I could kick all of the other, you know, chemical, you know, whirlwind supplements that were so bad for my health. I, you know, got rid of everything and just focused on this one simple change that, you know, just was about upping the amount of nutrients in my system. I fell pregnant then, stopped taking the products because I didn't really understand the incredible research behind them, and kicking myself because was reintroduced to the products by my auntie, who reached out to me knowing about that research. And yeah, basically as soon as I found that out, back onto them, pregnant. Throughout my whole third trimester, I was just like an Energizer bunny. Everyone said to me, you can't be pregnant, you know, why are you, you know, running around like a mad woman? But I just felt amazing. And I really put that down to putting the right, you know, filling my body up with so much amazing stuff that the baby had surplus to give back to me. So what the products that we're talking about tonight that we're sharing with you are Juice Plus. So whether you've heard a little bit about them and you're curious, or, you know, you just wanted to get a little bit more information to see how this could help you. There's three, it's a very simple system, and there's three products that really are just incredible. The first one that we'll talk to you about tonight are the capsules. So they're my hero. The thing that I love about the capsules is literally they're just fruits and veggies. They're not a bunch of chemicals, and they're safe for every stage and age of life. So if you can eat fruits and veggies, you can take Juice Plus. So that's pretty incredible. I think, and two, coming from having the history that I did, and being pregnant and being wary of, you know, what I was putting in my body, I think we're so used to, you know, so many, all supplements really, that so many of them have, you know, not for pregnancy or breastfeeding because the company, you know, wants to cover their butts. But there's a lot of nasty stuff in a lot of foods that we eat normally. The fact that this was not only safe for pregnancy but researched and shown to be beneficial was just, yeah, pretty incredible to me. So, and as I was saying before, like the research, I was totally blown away by that. There's something like over 35 studies on this product, and over 20 years of actual studies from the most prestigious universities in the world. So, and some of those studies show that basically it reduces inflammation. It is fantastic for heart health, teeth and gum health, but also the immune system. So that's something a lot of us really struggle with. A lot of us are sick all the time because we're run down, and inflammation is really the root of most disease. So if we can bump those down, we can help a lot of people with, you know, a lot of things that we suffer from every day. So I really love that this product was real food. You know, it wasn't fractured. So this is different to a multivitamin in that if you think of an apple, so the fruits and vegetables that are in these capsules are literally just fruits and vegetables. If you look at a multivitamin, we've got an apple, and that's a whole food, and it's got over about 10 to 12,000 plant chemicals or phytochemicals in it. Why take out, it didn't really make sense to me, why take out a few of those, like your vitamin C's and D's and B's, and, you know, copy them and put them into a capsule? Why not just eat the whole apple? Like, it's got so many more nutrients and plant chemicals that your body can actually recognize. It can break them down. They all work in synergy, and you know, and your body actually absorbs it straight away. It's not peed out, you know, expensive disco wee. So that's a really cool thing. It's just whole food. And I've really found the capsules a great way to bridge the gap between realistically what I could eat of fruits and veggies every day and what my body needed to experience that true vitality. I don't know about you guys, but, you know, I've been through a really massive journey with my health. I lost about 30 kilos when I was 20 years old, So I've really become very aware of how food really affects not only my health, but how I feel. And I really try to eat good food every day. Like some people have said to me, yeah, but I already eat fruits and veggies. Like, so do I. And if I'm really trying, to eat fruits and veggies, and I'm, not consistently getting, I think it's the Australian government recommends 5 and 2 every day. And I think something like 7% of Australians get 5 and 2. But if you actually look at the World Health Organization, the science is actually showing me 9 to 13 serves a day to get the nutrients in that our body needs to cope with the demand of, modern life, stress, toxicity, all those different things. And the fruits and veggies that we eat now, they don't have the quality that they had, when our grandparents grew their own, and even our parents were growing up, because the soil isn't as good. We pick them way earlier. We spray them all these chemicals, so they're not as good as what they used to be. So we need more. So if I don't get 5 and 2 consistently every day, there's no way I'm getting 9 to 13. How the hell is everyone else doing it? So I really loved the capsules. It's a really cool concept that Juice Plus have come up with, that they can really help everyone. And it really helps, it increases the craveability of a healthy lifestyle at a cellular level. So it's about helping the body help the body take care of itself. If we give the body what it needs, it can actually heal itself. And I really love that. So that's one of the products that we have. Also, these guys. I didn't start taking. So this is our whole food powder, the complete powder. I didn't start taking these straight away. When I first started on product, I didn't actually know about these, and that's another thing. I'm kind of like, I wish I did, because the convenience that these have provided, and the reassurance for me as someone who is really busy, and who, even though I try and eat really well, sometimes, especially now as a new mum, I don't have time. My priority, is making sure that my child is fed, and then I'm locking up the house and not leaving the gas on the stove. So, breakfast and even spending 5-10 minutes on brekkie in a day will slip my mind. These whole food sachets are amazing, because they're not only like the capsules, are they safe for every age and stage of life. My 9-month-old daughter also has these. They're the cleanest vegan protein that you can get, but they're also loaded with over 40 plants. So they've got a massive array of superfoods in them as well, like pumpkin powder and mushroom powder, and there's so many things in here, it's ridiculous. Alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, all sounds really funky, but they actually taste really good. And so they're wonderful, because they really meet people where they're at. They're not about being a meal replacement. It's more that they're like a smoothie base, or they're a great convenience way to help you if you're struggling to get in a healthy meal, you're not eating enough, or you're struggling to make a healthy meal. So chuck these in a blender, I chuck in a banana and a little bit of milk, and I'm set for breakfast. I'm running out the door, and it literally takes me 30 seconds. So these have been a real hero for me, and they help me beat my kind of 330 chocolate or biscuit jar boredom snacking. So I go for the chocolate one for that, and it saves me there. They are amazing, and I wish I'd got onto them sooner. The amazing thing about this company too is they really are the company with the heart. For every adult order that is put through, or that someone places, you can actually sponsor a child to receive their products. And they have this also for people who can't swallow capsules. They're great for adults that suck at that, but they have these tubes which literally are the same as the capsules. They've got the fruit and the veggie powders, but they just have a little bit of tapioca, which is like a vegan corn flour, organic cane syrup, and organic date syrup, and basically just to sweeten them and make them gummy, but they've got the same powders in there. And with placing children on that children's health study, I think it's been going since 99, and there's over 1 million kids on this study, and what they're finding is that kids have better concentration, they're craving more fruits and vegetables because their gut's getting the good stuff and sending messages to the brain saying, give me some more. Parents are reporting better attention spans. They're not having as many sick days, less doctor visits. So that's pretty massive, like especially coming from a family point of view where, if one child's sick, then it's kind of like a domino effect. When one's sick, it goes through everyone, and the amount of days off work and the stress that makes. The fact that even that helps families, with having less sick kids is pretty massive. So if not financially, then stress-wise. So that's pretty amazing. So they're the Chews. And yes, what I was also going to share is, so that's the simple health system that we have. But the amazing thing about those products is we have access to the JBT, the Juicy Body Transformation Program, which I'm very excited because they've just brought out a Christmas edition with lots of awesome, wholesome recipes for Christmas. So you don't get the, sugar hangover and feel awful after Christmas indulging. But basically, as someone who has been through a massive weight loss journey, I'm very into health. I've done every Michelle Bridges, every paleo program that you can throw at me. And what I really loved about this program, it's created by Kira Westwick. She was a finalist on the 2014 series of MasterChef. And basically, it's a whole foods program that's hosted on Facebook. So it's a Facebook group, and it's very supportive. And that's one of the big things when you're kind of making a healthy lifestyle change. If you're surrounded by like-minded people and supportive people, you're more likely to stick at it. But what I loved about it is it's not about calorie counting and deprivation. It's literally about helping you create a healthy food culture in your home, incorporating more whole foods into your diet. So cutting out the crap. So excuse the French, but basically cutting out the chemicals and the stuff that isn't so great, and upping the amount of foods that are close to the source and are full of nutrients. And I really love that because it means that I don't have to cook 2 or 3 separate meals a night. I can cook one meal. It's delicious. My fiance loves it. My daughter loves it, and I love it. And I know that it's good for all of our health, and amazing. So that's a really cool thing that we get to with the program. And there's the Christmas edition, and also a shred that there's one going on at the moment, and there'll be one coming up soon. So I love that. It's an amazing, simple system. It's changed my life. And that's enough though, that all the facts and figures and stuff. What's really amazing is hearing the stories and how this has changed people's lives, because that's really what we're here to talk about, and that's what's important. How can this help me, and maybe how can this help some of my friends? So I'm going to go to Megan, who I think she's launching her business tonight. Megan, could you just tell us a little bit about your journey so far with the products and what you're loving?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Sorry, I was just having a bit of microphone trouble before. Okay, so basically I came across the business through one of my PTs, Sarah, and it just completely made sense to me. All the products sounded amazing, the benefits sounded amazing, and the support system as well was just crazy. I constantly have no money. I'm always working. I have 3 jobs. I've got no time for myself, for my friends, for my partner. I'm constantly exhausted and fatigued, and, having that FOMO of missing out on, why can't I be in Greece or Europe, or why can't I be at that festival, or why can't I be doing all those fun things? And when I met with Sarah and Lorian, I couldn't refuse the opportunity. It sounded like everything I wanted and everything I was missing out on. So I'm just really looking forward to the future, which for me right now just looks like full happiness and freedom to do what I want and to, finally follow my dreams. And it just really excites me to get fully immersed into the business and to smash out my goals and my dreams. I don't want to be tired anymore. I don't want to have no money. I don't want to be working 3 jobs and working nights and be stressed all the time. And I'm just really excited to start using the product, which I'll be getting this week, which I'm super excited. It's in the mail. and to see my own personal results as well. I've got lots of issues with my skin. I'd like for that to hopefully go away, and just to help other people be the best version of themselves, I guess. And I feel, just from already having messages on social media and people actually taking an interest in what I'm posting, it makes me feel really good, and it makes me feel like I've already achieved so much. So I'm really keen for what's to come.
That's amazing, lovely. Thank you for sharing. And that's the really cool thing, is it's just a simple system that can help anyone and everyone. Doesn't matter, who you are and where you come from, and we really can help anyone. And it's just by reaching out, and it's really common sense. Fruit and veggies, they're good for us. It makes sense. So that's really, really cool. We're also going to go over to Emily. She's going to share her journey so far and what she's loving about the product.
Hey guys, so my name's Emily. I first came across Juice Plus through social media actually, and met Kate. So it just really goes to show with this you can find it anywhere. We reach out to so many people. I so far on my journey was tired. I didn't have enough time for people. I would get home at 7 o'clock at night and I'd be ready for bed. I also had really bad heartburn since I was the age of about 7. Doctors couldn't help me. Medication couldn't help me. Then when I started on Juice Plus, probably only about 6 weeks ago now, I used to go through about a packet of quickies a day. I now have only gone through probably not even one. And I've lost my first 5 kilos. So I've really got really passionate about that. It's given me a lot more energy. A couple of me and my friends, we actually went mountain climbing on Sunday at Glasshouse Mountains, and that's something that I would have never done before. My nails are growing, and it's just starting to completely make sense to me, both the product and the business. I used to struggle before to eat fruit and vegetables, and I never really thought that having Juice Plus in my life could really change the way that I ate. As Kate would probably know, I'm really fussy with food. It took her a lot to convince me, because I was skeptical on the product. And I swear by the JBT guide now. Every night I'm at the book, breakfast, lunch and dinner. And I really just encourage people to, say what if, and take a chance, because at the end of the day, it's made me so passionate. It's opened my mind. I used to be very cloudy. Now everything just seems a lot clearer. And it's really starting to take me places in my mental state, my physical state, and really have a purpose of being in life. And being passionate and inspired is a really great thing. So, I do recommend the product, because it has changed my life. Not only the business, there's so many supportive people out there as well that can help not only myself, but I believe, everybody that I love. And once again, for families and friends that you love also, to help you in that physical and mental state, and also that financial state as well. So, thanks for that.
Thanks, Emily. That is absolutely amazing. And I think that just goes to show, like, most people, when they come across these products, I think the stories and things that we hear, we just go, yeah, no, it's too good to be true. Like, seriously, that can't happen from fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
But seriously, like, in the time that I was off product at the start of my pregnancy, I had heartburn at the start. And just from that, I think 3 weeks that I had heart, it's awful. And how limiting that is as to how you feel, and, your state, you're not as in it. That's just, I can't even imagine how liberating that would be for you to have experienced that change. Like, it sounds little,
it's amazing,
passing, but that's massive, and energy and all of that. Like, that's so amazing. It just goes to show, just from that one simple change, how you can actually help your body look after itself, and whatever issues are going on, you can help it heal itself, so it can deal with all the other stuff, everyday life, and function with vitality. So thank you for sharing your story. It was so lovely to meet you and hear that.
Thanks, Jess.
Thank you. We're going to change gears now, guys, and we're going to talk a little bit and share a little bit about the awesome opportunity behind these amazing products. Something that I heard about later down the track and was like, I wish I'd known about it earlier. So I'm going to swap over. Sorry, I have forgotten who to. I think it might be to Sam or Nat. Nat!
Hello. I was waving, but I thought we're probably on different screens, so you probably can't see me.
Take it away, lovely.
Thank you. Thanks, guys, for everything that you've shared so far tonight too. It's been amazing. I always love hearing someone different share their products and their experience about the program as well. So it's really exciting to hear, you know, something fresh and new, because I think everyone's experience on the product is always a little bit different. And I know for me, you know, I get the beauty of, I guess, starting off sharing what attracted me to the business and one of the amazing opportunities, you know, that we present about that. So for me, you know, I was definitely a big skeptic on the business. And, you know, hand on heart, I have to say that in the beginning, because when it was initially brought to me as a business, I sort of went, you mean I can actually make money from that? I went to school, I worked, you know, got my education, I studied really hard, and I've been in the same job for such a long time that I guess I was raised in a household that, you know, we worked on traditional business. That's the way that it's been set up. So for me, understanding in the beginning how this kind of worked, it didn't, I guess, for me. So one of the things that I learned quite quickly was that, you know, the job that I was working in already, you know, I started out there as a little trainee dispenser. I work in optometry, so work in quite a large corporation. And here I am down the bottom, working along. In these days, when we first started, we started out as a trainee. So, you know, we had to learn our skills. We're probably bottom of the pay rate. And, you know, the idea goal was obviously you learn your skill, you get good, and a couple of you, each time there was a new level or a new pay opportunity within the business, maybe out of the three, one would get through. And, you know, that was okay in the beginning. When I first started out, I thought, that's okay. This is how businesses work, and that's quite normal. And I guess, you know, it is rewarding for those that work hard. But the thing that I realized was that the further I got up, the more hours I was spending at work. And as I got up and, you know, became a store manager, at some point that became a salary. And, you know, it was a good salary. I definitely was on a pretty good wicket. But my hours were actually limited. So I had a minimum of 40 hours a week that I was committed to doing for the salary that I was earning. But the job actually took me 60 hours a week to do. So I was spending so much more time, you know, what I was doing in my work life to continue to be that high achiever role, to keep my position so that the people below me weren't sort of, you know, threatening my job or looking at, you know, they were going to do a better job at it than me. So, you know, of course I put in those extra hours. And I guess for quite a few years, that was really okay. I was okay with that. But, you know, I guess something always nigged at me. I didn't want my life to be just okay. I've always wanted to have, you know, a family. That's, you know, the type of person that I am. I'm from sort of a small family, and, you know, I definitely looked at the opportunity of wanting to have kids, but I knew that, you know, when I was growing up, my parents worked really hard, and, you know, they had excellent jobs and they provided really well for us as kids growing up. But we obviously didn't see them all the time too. So when my first daughter was born, this 60 hours a week up here for the amount of money that I was bringing home seemed like a lot of a price to pay. You know, I definitely missed a lot in Sienna's life, and I honestly, the money in the bank account wasn't worth the time that I was spending where I was. A true value wanted to be at home with her. So when I looked at, you know, this type of business, it was a little bit different along the structure. I didn't really understand how it was going to work in the beginning, but, you know, I knew that there was a few of us, and, you know, we all start out at the same position in this business. We're all a virtual franchisee. The thing that I thought was really quite cool in this, unlike in my traditional job, quite often this business up here would outsource employees, so they didn't start at the bottom. If anything, they were friends with a leader or a management position in ours, or they worked at a different company and just swapped into those roles. With this one here, everyone starts at the same position, so it doesn't matter, you know, whether or not, you know, you've got a college degree or you're best friends with the person at the top. You can't buy your way in. So that was something that was really quite different and took a little bit for me to kind of comprehend. I didn't really understand how that worked. The only way that we can actually grow in our business is by helping other people succeed. So again, something that was a little bit different to the traditional work that I've come through. Every single person that starts out in this business has the same opportunity, the same skills, and the same pay scale. So there's absolutely no variant dependent on, you know, who you are as a person. So you really start to, I guess, be able to get more out of these businesses or out of this business that you're willing to put in. So if you're willing to help other people and you're willing to, you know, help them succeed, then you'll grow with them. So that was something that was really quite unique in this business. And I guess it's been quite freeing for me, like to be able to turn up to what I now call my job and know that these people are, you know, I can see the mamas that are on here tonight, and I can see friends of mine that have made changes in their life, and to know that they're not trading 60 hours a week to be able to spend that time doing the things they actually love is so much more valuable. And to be able to look back on that and compare it to a traditional career that I've had, it's just been quite a change, I guess, for me. So definitely has changed my belief, and my kids are definitely very much at the heart of what I do, and they're definitely people that, you know, going forward, I hope that they can look up to me and go, you know what, mum's a little bit different, and, you know, she doesn't have to go and sit in an office. She can actually sit here at the park, do her work, get paid, and still be here for our magic moment. So that was a big shift for me that, yeah, it took a little bit to learn about. So the next part, I guess, which we'll go into sharing as well. So Kate, my sister-in-law, actually introduced the business to me, and she's going to share a little bit about how a business like this can grow from just the one person and when you're starting out. So I'll hand back to you, Katie.
Thanks, Nat. That was awesome. And congratulations to Emily and Megan, who launched their business tonight, and to Nat and Jess so far. I just love hearing all of you amazing girls share. And that's really what we do in this business, is we just share. So I love that. So one thing I did worry about, or was one of my objections, and I had many, and I think if you don't have objections and you're not skeptical, then I'm a bit worried, because I think it's normal. And we definitely like people to ask more questions. And one of my issues was I don't want to hunt all my friends and family down. I've seen network marketing done, and if you've seen network marketing done before, generally you've got a bad story to share, and I had a bad story to share, and it involved having to hunt down your family and friends and make them buy a product or join your business, and there was lots of smoke and mirrors, and they didn't know what they were, you know, coming along to or signing up for. So I definitely didn't want to be one of those people. So what I found was that really this was just about sharing what we're loving and attracting like-minded people in, right? So the person who, and the way that I saw this was the person that introduced me to the business. That'd be right, my pen doesn't work. There we go. Was Lorian. We like to use little circles for people. It's a bit weird, but anyway. So that's Lorian. Lorian was my personal trainer, and I did boot camp with Lorian, and he saw the value of the online eating program for his clients, and I was one of them. I was on a health journey myself. I lost 10 kilos through, what I thought was good, healthy eating and portion control and calorie control and exercise. But there's only so many calories you can cut out of your diet without losing the will to live. And I wasn't actually learning. Jess is laughing her head off at me. She knows what I mean. I I wasn't actually eating like whole vitality foods that were nourishing and filling me up. I was just cutting numbers, and that wasn't going to get me to where I needed. So he saw the value in this education of the online eating program. And then he also, at the same time, shared the opportunity to create freedom with an online business or just get your products cheaper, because that's an opportunity as well. So I did say no for 6 months because I was mega skeptical and I didn't want to be one of those people. But I watched him, and he was not one of those people, and he was actually creating some amazing things. And to be honest, I had FOMO because he was having lots of fun, and their catch-ups would be at cool bars and cafes, and I was like, oh, I want to do that too. So I linked arms after an amazing, experience with the products and program. I also thought, this business could be really cool too. It looks amazing. So I started in the business as well, and I definitely had goals I wanted to achieve. So I linked arms with Lorian, and he taught me how to do the business, and it's definitely a teaching business. So he linked arms with me and taught me really well, and I just started to share what I was loving about the products and the program. Now, Nat, my sister-in-law, was super skeptical, just like me. We're not blood related, but we definitely have that in common, and she said no for 6 months too. But then eventually she couldn't deny, how healthy I was and how healthy my children were because of the free chews, but also too that I was actually starting to have some fun, and she was missing out on that fun. So through FOMO and just needing better health for her family, she linked arms with me. And then a girlfriend of hers, Sam, who was also helping her train because she dabbled in some PT and she was training Nat. She watched Nat get some amazing results really quickly with the JBT program and the products that she couldn't help but take a look. And again, we had fun and we celebrated Natalie's first promotion with the champagne at a cool, spot on the Gold Coast. And Sam was like, damn, I want to do that too. And she also checked out the products in the program, and she really couldn't deny that Nat was getting amazing results, and it checked out to be just what it said: fruits, veggies, and plants, and berries. Of course, we can all do with more. So Sam joined the business, and then as you can see, we've got amazing team of Sams on here, Jess. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's also other front lines on here for Sam as well, and myself. But you can just see how all Lorian did was share it with his client, Kate. You don't have to be a PT to do well in this business. But it really just shows you that just by knowing one person, all of these people then become possible in your business, in your organization. And this is just the beginning, just by sharing it with one person. And then what happens is that you start to build a community because you start to have fun, you start to share, people are getting healthier, and they're talking about that, and they're talking about the fun that they're having. It's impossible not to be a nice person and not to have fun in this business. So it then just starts to grow. So, Lorian has definitely reached out to more people, like loads, and taught them how to do the business. So they're reaching out. I've got other frontline as well, and my team's growing, and they're reaching out, and I'm teaching them how to do this, and they're teaching their team, because it's all about teaching this business and helping people grow. Nat's done the same. Sam has done the same. Jess is doing the same. And we've got teams spread all over the country and all over the globe, because we're in 26 different countries around the world. And what you can see is that this business just starts to grow by just sharing it with one person. You don't need to know all of these people in your organization for you to be successful. You just need to know one person and teach them really well. And over time, you'll start to reach out and talk to and teach more. And this is what we call the popcorn effect, because it's just like the old-fashioned way of cooking a popcorn. Once you put it on the stove and it starts popping, you take it off the heat and it keeps popping because it's got amazing heat and momentum, and the other corns are making the other corns pop, and it's not even on the heat anymore. And that's what happens here. Lorian can go away and we will continue to grow this business. He can have a holiday and literally earn beach money, because everyone else has a vested interest in this, and he's getting paid and he's not doing anything. But he's taught us really well, he's invested in us, and he can go and have a holiday and he'll still get paid, and we're still going to grow and build our business. So that's what I love. That's, you know, that's the popcorn effect, and that's how we really just need to know one person. We don't make you write a list of friends and family and hunt them down like other ugly network marketing companies. So if that helps anyone else with that fear, it definitely helped me. So now, I think that's all I'm sharing. Blonde moment. Now we're going to hand over to the awesome Sam, who is going to share with us the fun stuff. There she is. Hey, hey.
Cool. You got to give me like a shout out if my internet plays up. I'm trialing different internet channels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just stay off mute and I'll let you know.
Yeah. So guys, I get to talk about the fun part, which is the money part. And people are funny about money, aren't they? Like, I find a lot of people when they start this, the first thing they say is, I just want to help people. And that's really great. But one of the super cool things is we get to help ourselves and we get to help our families as well. And, you know, money isn't everything, but it does rank right up there with oxygen. It's funny when you think about it. And this is a great way that we can bring more of that into our lives, which is not about the money, it's about what you can do with it. So we're really lucky with our company that we actually get paid 3 ways. And I don't know, I'm pretty lucky in my regular job. I get bonuses there, but there's not many people that do. So with Juice Plus, the 3 ways that we get paid are, we get paid a retail. So that's when we personally connect someone to the product, so our personal customers. We get paid a commission. Now that's when we've shared the business, like Kate was explaining before. When our team members connect people to the company and connect them to the product, we also pick up a commission off that. And we also get bonuses. So bonuses for reaching difference of achievement levels in the company. Now tonight I'm going to run through the bonus structure because that's the easiest one to explain. And it's super cool that in our payment structure, you can pick up some really cool bonuses early and, you know, feel that sense of achievement. And I guess for me, I was really impressed that I was in profit within 24 hours of signing my franchise. So I know in traditional business, you've got a couple of years before you make a profit. So for me, no risk, that was awesome. So the first significant level that we reach in our business is called SDVF. Level 1. Don't worry about what SDVF stands for, but when you reach SDVF, you get a sweet $400 bonus. Now, this is a teaching business like the girls explained before. So what's really cool is the person that introduced and has helped you and taught you how to share the product and not be one of those annoying spammy Facebook people, but do it organically and authentically. They also pick up a sweet $400 bonus as well. So that's really nice and rewarding for them. Now, we have got someone who's going to share their SDVF story tonight. I have no idea who that is, but so I hope someone else knows so they can spotlight them. Flea? Yeah, it's my girl, Flea.
Hello.
Hi.
It still shocks me when I see my face come up on this screen. So, hi, I'm everyone. I'm one of Sam's girls, Flea, or Anthea, whatever you want to call me. Basically, I was obviously introduced by Sam. I used to work with her, and she just basically approached me and said, hey, look, you drink, you smoke, you eat like crap, you've got to try it. So after a couple of months of being a massive skeptic, I just went, no, righto, let's give it a go. And 4 weeks in, I was hooked. Like I couldn't give it up. There was no way now. But a few weeks after that, I said, righto, Sam, sign me up. Let's do it. I want to help people out. And it started off really quickly. I had a bunch of people coming in. It was fantastic. You know, I was being able to help with a lot of people. And you know, that excitement of sharing what I have gone through as well was what was massive. Like when you make achievements at work, like I got a promotion in my regular everyday job as well. It's like, yeah, but then, you know, the stress level went up and up and up and up, and the pay level kind of just went, which Sam also got to cop me whinging about as well. But like, yeah, it's just exciting to be able to help people. And a few months in, there I was, and I'd got my little bit of bonus, my little bit of extra cash, which, you know, all of this extra money has helped me come up to Queensland and visit Sam and visit a bunch of family and friends that I've got up there as well. So, you know, excited for basically what's to come, you know, helping more people and helping myself, and hopefully buying a house in the next 12 to 18 months if all things go well. But yeah, I'm keen to keep going. Really, really keen. So thank you again, Sam.
Thanks, Lou. I just say too, you're looking amazing. I can really see that in your shoulders now.
This is the first time in years I think I've ever been on any public forum without makeup, so I'm feeling a lot of life at the moment.
That's awesome. And that's what it just shows, I think, too, like our business. Some people go, oh, I'm not a health person, I'm not a health nut. You don't have to be. Like, it's just about making those small changes. And am I frozen? No, am I good?
You're good.
Yeah. So yeah, making those small changes, and it's amazing what you can achieve. So the next level is sales coordinator. Now, same sort of deal. We like to share the love. So you get a nice $600 bonus, and the person that taught you gets that as well. So we've got the lovely Tessa on tonight, who's going to share her story about sales coordinator. Hey, Tess.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Sam. My name is Tessa, and I have three beautiful young girls. But what happened was I was working full time. So instead of me looking after my girls, I had other people. I paid other people to look after them, which meant that I couldn't. I missed out on a lot. So any Christmas pageants they were in, I just couldn't get away from work. And I was very career orientated. So I, would sleep, eat and breathe work. So my kids were just a side thing, really. And that's really horrible to say, but that's exactly where my head was at that particular time, because all I wanted was to get to that top. I missed so much of my girls growing up initially, and I was stressed all the time. So when you're stressed, guess what happens? You start yelling. You're so tired, you're looking horrible. Even my mum said, you need to do something because it's ridiculous. So we made the decision that I quit work. And to be honest, that was the best decision I ever made, because I got to see my children for the first time. Really see them, really hear them, really be there for them. And I was able to see them grow. That means I'm never, ever, ever going back to work. And I need to look for an opportunity to bring in that little bit extra. And this is what I fell across through Kate. And I'm just so blessed. I'm so grateful that I actually found this. Because it means that I can go and have coffees and meet people and share what I'm up to and what other people are up to, and that you can do this without having to miss your children's lives. And I guess that's a big thing for me. I'll get to go away and use this to buy things for my kids and, go away on holidays. And, yeah, so I'm really excited about the future, and I'm really grateful that I'm doing this job. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Tessa. I think you see, like, everybody has different things that are their main, important to them. And I love that this business is something that does cater for everybody's different goals and, I guess, wants and needs and loves in life. So that's awesome. The next level is SSC, which is Senior Sales Coordinator. So that is a $1,200 bonus, and the person that taught you, they also get $1,200 as well. That was my writing. So neat. So I'm going to share my business story for that. I've been with the company now for, I think, about 15 months. I was originally introduced to it by Nat, who I was thinking about it the other day. She just kind of shared it with me on the side, but it was like what Kate said. I'd seen her off celebrating, and having some wine with them, and I got massive FOMO and was like, what is this thing she's doing? So after I watched the link, I really had that thought of like, oh, what if this does work? And then the other thought was like, what if this works for her and I'm not doing it and I'm missing out? And then she's making like, has this lifestyle that I want. Like for me, it was a massive FOMO thing. But it also appealed to what was important to me. So for me, I have a background in optics in retail, and it's a really good job, but I quite enjoy the actual work side of it. But I don't enjoy having to be inside and having to be somewhere till 5:30 or 5 p.m. every day, just because that's the time the shop shuts. I'm a hard worker, but once the work's done, I like to do the relaxing stuff. So for me, I loved that I could do this anywhere, wherever I wanted, and with who I wanted to do it with as well. So the freedom was really the thing that it's brought into my life, and also the fact that I don't know, I didn't want to live a life that I was just settling for because that's all that I thought I could achieve. So for me, this gave me a vehicle to be able to have what I wanted, like to have the financial freedom to buy things that I wanted to buy my own house, to travel, to spend more time at the beach, whereas I was never going to achieve that working in retail. And the other options that I looked at, I wasn't going to achieve it with those either. So for me, this ticked all of the boxes, and it's been such an amazing experience. I've been able to reduce my retail hours. Like I'm only really there 3 days a week now, and that's a pretty good ratio for days off to days at work. I've met so many amazing people, and the community that I'm now a part of, it really does be a better person because you're just surrounded by healthy, uplifting, positive people. And for me, that's such an impact on my just day-to-day life, having that around, and just getting to do more of what I want. And I'm healthier, and so is my whole family. So I don't think I'll ever stop. Like it's not a get rich quick scheme, and it takes a bit of work, but I really, really do enjoy that side of it, and enjoy working on my own future rather than someone else's. Let's put it that way. So yeah, that's my story. And here's my awesome whiteboard back. The next level is QNMD. It is a $1,500 bonus. And we're still, helping out the person that's helping teach you get to these levels. So they get $1,500 as well. I think Kate's going to share her Q story tonight.
Thanks, Sam. I know I shared a little bit earlier that I've been involved in the Juice Plus company since March last year. So it's about 18 months now. And I did this part-time. Sorry, I've got a go slide. I did this part-time alongside a full-time job. So I was a lot like Tessa. Tessa and I guess that's why we're teamies, really resonated with each other. So I was, I was in the corporate career and working full-time, doing the mummy juggle with school and trying to be everything to everybody, and really felt like I was sucking at everything. I felt like I sucked as a mum because I was screaming all the time, usually in the morning to get out of the house and get to school and then get to work. And then when I got to work, I did my best, but I didn't love it because generally I was missing out on something, or I just didn't enjoy it. I really lost my passion for it, to be honest. And I didn't have the desire really to build someone else's dream and to get paid pittance for it. So, I saw this as an opportunity to really get out of that rat race, stop being a screaming mum and stop feeling like I sucked at everything. So I did it part-time, and I did it in stolen moments. We really literally just, work when we can fit it in, and we weave it into our day. We don't have to be anywhere. We don't have to sit down and dedicate hours to it. We get to work online, and the amazing thing is we have fun when we do this business, and I definitely wasn't having fun before Juice Plus. I love my family and I love my life, but it was things that weren't fun, and this is one of the things that brought fun back and allowed me to dream again. So my passport was expired, and in October last year I got to travel with this company. I got to go over to the US, and I got to, travel with an amazing group of people and have so much fun, like dance on bars kind of fun in Nashville, and hang out on beaches in Southern California. And all of this was part of work. And I'm not kidding. We went to the conference. We did learn lots. We saw lots. We went to the manufacturing plant. But in amongst that, we had so much fun. And I got to come back and I grew as a person, and I got to grow my business, and I got to share that with my team. In December last year, I got to buy my husband his boy toy brand new Ford Ranger. So the extra income that I was earning from my part-time business, we could now afford another car. And, you know, that was pretty cool for him to get his boy toy, because he's worked really hard and he's always put us in the good car, and he's driven, you know, the okay car, but was never his dream car. So that was pretty cool to give him that opportunity at Christmas to really drive in a car that he's worked hard for. And it was also the first time that I never had to sell a car to buy a car. So we didn't have to trade a car in, and the car that he was driving was a Ford Territory, and it was really good condition. I got to give that to my mum. So for me, that was huge, because my mum, not only is she my mum, and every mum is amazing, let's be real, but she's also a widower and a pensioner, and she just can't afford those luxuries. And you know, obviously my ultimate priority is my own family, but to be able now to affect my extended family and to help them, I also cover the running costs of her car, and, you know, I can actually, you know, help her out financially. Not only have I built up my own income to retire myself from my job and be there for my family, I'm also now impacting my wider family. And for me, being able to be at home has really given me that true happiness. I'm not the screaming mum anymore every single day. I have such a better relationship with my children and my husband because I'm happy with what I'm doing. I think when you're truly passionate about something, you cannot fail. And that's how I feel about this. You can't fail, because if you're inspired and you're passionate and you love what you do, you're always going to do well. So I'm super, super excited that NMD, you know, will be December or January for me, and I'll have hit the pinnacle position in the company. And, you know, that's not the glass ceiling. There's always more. But the beauty is that I get to do it alongside an amazing team that are all mapping out that they'll be NMDs next year too. So that is so cool. Like, I cannot wait for conference to have 4 or 5 of us up there from our team, all being awarded NMD in the company. For me, it's not about me. It's actually about our team and how many of us can be at the top together, because there's nothing better than when your team wins together. Let's be real. And we celebrate those who play hard, work hard, play hard. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I can't wait to celebrate with this epic team. So I'll hand it back to Sam.
Awesome, thanks, Kate. So yeah, our final position in the company, as Kate was saying, well, the final one that we're talking about tonight is National Marketing Director. So it's a sweet $3,000 bonus when you get there. And at that point, there isn't a sponsor bonus because your sponsor, they're probably, you know, earning enough money by then. But I think what the power of when you've sort of built a team in this type of industry and type of business is, by the time you're reaching National Marketing Director, you're earning a residual income of sort of 80,000 plus, and that's money that, like, it earns you money when you're having a holiday at the beach. So, you know, you can have time off, and it's going to continue to grow as long as you're continuing to, you know, sort of nurture it. And I love that. I think that's great, and that's really exciting that we're working towards that. So thank you, everybody, for jumping on and joining us tonight. And if you're watching the recording, thank you for watching the recording. Congratulations to the guys that launched their business. I know it's a little bit scary when you first come in, so well done on your sharing tonight. You should be really proud of yourself. And yeah, for the guys that are either watching it or that are still with us this evening, you know, reach out to the person that shared this with you. If there's just one little thing that made you have that little thought of like, oh, you know, what if this could work? I urge you to just take a second look. because I'm so glad that I did. Yeah, that's all I can say. Just take a second look. This could be the thing for you. It's not for everybody, but it could be the thing for you. So thank you everyone for joining us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Feel free to take yourself off mute and have a chat. I won't unmute everyone because there might be loads of background noise, but feel free to take yourself off mute and say hi. Congrats again to Megan and Emily for launching. Very excited for you both.
That's pretty nerve-wracking, but I think it's a good confidence booster, I guess, to just get it out there.
Recording. That's just me.
Not to go around in circles.
Yeah.
You did amazing. That was amazing, Emily. You did so good. Both of you girls did so good. The first time was the scariest. And then as you go,
Totally, I just feel like I was like, oh, am I going around in circles? Am I not?
No. It was amazing. Well done. Well done.
First time nerves is so normal.
Yeah, totally. I was trying to write it out and I was like, no, I don't think I should write it out because it's about being, unique and genuine. And I was like, I'm just going to go for it.
No, you did a great job. Sometimes I write it down, just the key points that you want to go over sometimes, so you don't, because sometimes you get caught up, but you did an amazing job. It was really, really good. So well done. Cool. I'm gonna jump off, guys. I've got to go.
All right. Well, I'm going to stop recording, so I'll freeze and we'll all have to jump off. Chat to you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.